Hey everyone, don't mind the noise in the background. Kids are home from school, so this is our lives now. It has come to my attention that I didn't do a May garden tour, so it's been a long time since you guys saw the garden. Oh no. And there have been quite a few cats messing up my garden. Pretty sure they just killed a whole pepper plant, or at least half of it. Go inside, please.
I can't go on the basics.
Leia, if you can't keep your dog mouth shut, you're going outside. You know who I am. Stop barking at me. I don't care what she thinks. She just shut her dog mouth. But yeah, I just noticed that a large portion of one of my pepper plants is broken off. And they have been completely destroying my cayenne pepper. So let's go ahead and do a water while I show you around. And I got the hose. Okay. Alright. So let's flip you around. First thing is the carrot that I am letting go to seed so I can have seed for the fall. Oops. This celery that is going to seed for the same reason. The lemongrass that has exploded. Ooh, now it's hot. The chamomile still in. I'm probably going to pull that this week. Because it is worse for the wear. The fig tree that is exploded. Leia, who said? Who said? Who said? Just put a new screen on, so she hasn't figured out how to get it yet. Go inside. Go on. You can do it. Get your fuzzy tail in there. Lynn, can you help her, please? She doesn't think she can push it open. Okay, over here we have the echinacea, onions, garlic, and lemongrass, and a Jerusalem artichoke is actually in there too. This is my poor cayenne that they've knocked most of the branches off of. This is the little cayenne that's still holding on. I've got one more onion in there. Strawberry, and then you can see the broken pepper plant back there. It's got a pepper on it. I'm gonna have to harvest that. My brand new lemon tree. Super excited about her. Still got some celery in that I need to harvest. I'm gonna throw it in the freezer for broth, because it's not edible. Well, not as like plain celery. It's very tough. Our eggplant that I actually got a few eggplants off of, and of course forgot to take pictures of. They were bigger than the last one, so I'm super excited about that. Right, let's see. This little pepper plant, I still don't know what it's called. I know they're tiny little round peppers, and they're supposed to be extremely hot, but I don't know what they're called. And honestly, even if I did, I probably wouldn't be able to pronounce it. Let's see. We had another garlic pop up. That's probably not going to do well because it popped up right before summertime. So we'll just see how far that gets. This Roma, it isn't the happiest, but it's still producing some fruit. Oh, that one's got a little bit of a sunburn. I need to get the suckers under control in here because they're going a little crazy. And then we've got the big boy tomato. Ooh, I almost dropped you. That is doing really well. Oh, looks like we might have some birds after our tomatoes, or the grasshoppers. So I'll have to get these tomatoes all harvested because they've attracted pests. But these are the something hundreds. I still don't know what these are called. Then we got zinnias and marigolds that are not doing so well because of the spider mites that were on there. This is the watering schedule. Everything gets watered until it runs out the bottom. Nice deep water to keep everything alive. There we go. Oh no, that's a spider. Let's see. This is my newest bed. It is a bed of random. There was a cat fight in my garden and they knocked over a tray of dirt and a bunch of seeds. So rather than just sweeping it into the walkway like I normally do, I swept it all into a bed to see what I could get out of it. Looks like I've got some marigolds, some dill, maybe a sunflower, I don't know. But we'll see. Got a pepper plant that has a ton of worms in it. So excited for that. All right. Then we've got, I think this one's a big beauty. And she's pretty happy. Look at those tomatoes. Still got issues with splitting, but I can get over that. They still taste good. Oops. And then we have our cherry tomato that I need to get strung up because the wind has snatched it down. But they are creating a lot of shade. So that's pretty cool. We've got another eggplant back there. We've got our cobra peppers. That one's getting really tall. We've got a bell pepper back there. I think all of our beans have called it quits. They're pretty sad. Another Jerusalem artichoke. That potato is still going strong. This is the other celery that's going to go in the freezer. Excuse my kids. They don't need to hear that. And then cucumbers. Got 3 in that pot and 3 in that pot. Those need to get planted out. Habanero. Or Yeah, habanero. That one's the jalapeno. And then thyme. Okay. And then we've got our lemongrass doing good. Those probably need to get transplanted out. They definitely need to get fed. They're pretty light green. And our prickly pear is getting another paddle. Super excited about that. Let's see. Still got some Swiss chard in the ground. I already tried to cut it down, but it came back, so. And I think all I have left to show you guys is the Tabasco pepper. So let me go ahead and see if I can get this to do a little self-watering. Perfect. And then I can take you back and show you a little bit better. See, I need to get these suckers strung up. I may even take this one off. But they're in there. But it's been pretty windy lately, so they've been snatched down. Kind of tempted to just take those off altogether. So this is the eggplant. That's the other half of the pepper plant that survived the cat fight. Well, we do have a bean plant that's still surviving. Okay, so they're not all dead, just most of them. The potato, cats have been digging in that bed, and the Tabasco pepper that is super thirsty. It gets the most sun. And any heat from the neighbor's dryer. So it's not the best placement, but it's been there for over a year. It's surviving. And show you how awesome the shade is from the the tomatoes. Walking under a canopy of tomatoes. Just thought I'd show you how cool that is. Well, that's the garden, and probably my worst garden tour yet because I was multitasking, but that's everything. That's the whole 9 of the garden right now. I think I forgot to tell you about the beets. Beets are still on the ground. They're not, excuse me, they're not happy about it, but I'm going to see how long it'll take them to bulb up when it's too hot for them to do so. Or if they're just going to go to seed. Either way is fine with me. But yeah, that's the whole garden. Now I'm going to get some harvesting done. And laundry. So much laundry. Anyway. Thank you for being here. Bye. Alright guys, so we just got done with the garden tour. I just finished watering and harvesting all of the ripe and mostly ripe tomatoes so they wouldn't get attacked anymore, and all of the ripe peppers. So let me show you how much we got. I am so surprised. And I know my bed is a weird place to show off a harvest, but it's the only quiet place in the house. So, bunch of cayenne and chili albal. Bunch of big tomatoes. This is the one I'm the most sad about. Look at these cracks. I don't know if there's going to be anything edible left on this one. But this is all the Roma, the Big Beauty, and the Big Boy tomatoes, and then this is all of the Sweet 100s and the cherry tomatoes. I'm gonna have to ferment tomatoes. Like, there's no way. Those are getting fermented. These are going in the freezer. I might have enough for 1 pint of tomatoes, but that's better than no tomatoes. And I'm probably going to eat this for my lunch because it's not going to last very long. Kind of squishy already. But yeah. Actually, I might make fermented hot sauce and fermented tomatoes because I have enough peppers now to be able to do a fermented hot sauce. Anyway, that's so much food for such a tiny space. I'm so excited.